All right, Feng Shi, get your first look at the new Jia tribe.
Where they at? Where they at though?
Where they at?
Holy shit.
Amber voted out at the last tribal council. Hey, your jaw dropped. What's up?
I am in utter disbelief, to be honest with you.
Why do you say that?
That was the last bitch I expected to go home. I must have a wrong read of what's going on.
All right, well, are you
She
all
was just
ready?
so well connected when we were on Pink, so I don't know, maybe that's what got her in trouble. I don't know.
Connections change.
Things can change on its head. All right, you all ready for tonight?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
first things first. Feng Shi, I'll take it back. Once again, immunity is, for the first time, not up for grabs. Everybody, you all have been anticipating this. Everyone drop your buffs.
Let's go. Let's go.
Congratulations, everyone.
Yeah, congrats, y'all.
They got rolled up.
Guys.
Happening. Question.
Yes.
Can I make a proposition? Can we pick a
Who's asking that?
Ian?
Ian, what's the proposition?
Can we pick a color that I actually own? Yeah. I'm gonna fight with Ian on this. Can we pick a color that I actually own?
Alright, what color does everybody own? What color are we going?
Okay, does black and white work for all of you?
That's easy.
Technically, two colors.
Good call.
Whatever. I don't care.
All right, cool. Now, so there's no challenge tonight, but there is one more thing. There is a merge feast where you all can just feel free to go into breakout rooms, socialize with other people. However, there's only room for 10 of you. There's 11 of you. One of you would be given the opportunity to go to the temple. Here's the downside though. You may not interact with your entire tribe for 24 hours.
Odd.
So, I'm going to give you all the opportunity to raise your hand if you want to give yourself the opportunity to go to the temple. This is completely up to your fate, your decision. If you choose to go for it, your name will be on a wheel, and if it lands on you, you will go to the temple. If you choose not to go with it, then everyone's names will go on a wheel, and then we'll pick randomly from there. So someone's gonna have to either volunteer or everyone's gonna have a chance to go. I'm gonna let you all talk amongst yourselves about it if you wanna.
I'm just so excited to see all these people I have never met that I don't want to miss out on this.
Hey.
And I don't
Probably
want
the most
to
famous player. Like everyone has been talking about Carl. I'm so happy.
Yes, everybody's talking about Carlos.
Well, does anyone have to go to bed super early or something, and they're gonna get off soon anyway? They should just go.
I'm
working all night. I'm awake all night. I'm working.
Okay,
I
then
mean,
we should just deal. That's probably the most fair.
For what it's worth, it's like 3 a.m. here.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, god damn.
3 a.m. You're a trooper for this shit.
Good Christ.
I could not. That's been happening the whole season too. I would. Oh my god.
Yeah, I've been making crazy decisions. I've been making
That's
crazy
fair.
insomniac decisions.
You have to go to tribal half asleep, I would imagine.
You can't say.
Does anybody want to go to the temple?
already? She just poured herself a shot. Gigi's ready to go.
Does anybody want to go to the temple? She, do you want to go?
Yeah.
She volunteers to go to the temple.
Oh.
Wow, big play right there. Okay, so
What's happening?
so so basically, just to make it official, you're raising your hand and saying, "I'm going to the temple." Is that your final say? Because once you make your decision, that's it.
Well, I mean, if nobody else didn't raise their hand, I
Well,
would
they're going to put us on a wheel, bro. They're gonna put
Oh,
us
well, I
on the
mean,
wheel.
yeah, we all keep going to well, then I don't really care.
Is that why? Like, is the only reason you raised your hand is because no one else did, or because you want to go?
Well, I'm on mobile, so I don't even see nobody else raising their hand right now.
Got you.
Yeah.
I mean, Peggy,
How
everyone
much
kind
no
of
one else
wants
is
to
raising
go,
their
you know?
Who else is raising their hand? Seriously.
No one.
Just you.
Yeah.
Just you.
Yeah,
Just you.
well,
Okay, so just to finalize, so Sheed offered to raise his hand to go to the temple. Anyone else?
Wait, is this some trick thing to where whoever volunteers gets like something cool, and whoever doesn't volunteer, you're like, haha, joke's on you?
Wait. Sheed is going? Then shit, if he's going, I want to go too.
I thought everybody was just going to go on the well. I didn't know what's
Well,
going on.
I don't know. I don't want to miss nothing.
Shit,
Oh.
I don't know how Christopher has it
You
right. I
don't-
would have
you
been like,
don't-
it's
you
3
don't
a.m.
both
I'm
get-
leaving.
You
Oh,
don't both
oh,
get to go
first
though. You
advice
spin.
now.
We're spinning for a chance for one of you to go.
So let me clarify this again. If you choose you want to go, like if you choose to want to go to the temple, you can raise your hand and say, I want to go to the temple. If there's more volunteers, more names will be on the wheel, but it's only for the people that have raised their hand. If nobody does it, all names will be on the wheel, and then that will pick.
I would rather let it go to Destiny and let the wheel pick whoever goes, because I don't know. How do you feel, Sheet? Do you want to go?
I want to go, but I don't really care if all of our names is on the well. Like that's.
I
not a
mean,
big
I don't know. I found that like, I don't know, whatever you want to do, because like, I'm
if everybody
getting
wants to,
all on the wheel and let fate do it. But if you want to go, have fun, bro.
well,
It's a
make it,
plan.
yeah, to give it like a chance to everybody. You know, not everybody's doing well. You know, make it fair. I don't
Spin
care.
the dang wheel.
I'm down to spin.
Everybody's-
That's fine with me.
Like me.
Put it on the wheel, Josh. Put it on the wheel.
Let everybody want to will.
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay, so everybody wants to be on a wheel. Is that the final answer?
I mean, I don't want to be on the wheel, but go ahead. I'm fine with that.
Make it even. Make it even.
Put it on the wheel.
Okay. Okay.
Survivor guys are gonna pick someone right now. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone's name is going to be officially on the wheel. Stand by for that in a second.
Oh damn!
First
It just picked.
temple is
How do we feel about Blossom hosting it?
Arnie.
Temple Queen.
The temple queen.
Temple.
Poor
Yeah.
thing.
Third time. Going back to the temple.
Yay.
Right after her saying, I'm at work all night, I'm free, and that's so horrible.
Karma, I guess. Anyways, guys, have a good chat. Sorry I don't get to talk to the ones that I haven't talked to yet. Hopefully in 24 hours.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. Arnie, you're going to stay here with me. Everyone else will go into a new Zoom link where you all can feel free to associate and talk to whoever you wish.
People are gonna start to think that you and me's dating or something. We're alone together so much. So we get to the merge, and then there's this. Somebody has to go to temple. Well, I've already been to temple twice. I don't like temple. And nobody volunteered, so names went on the wheel, and of course, my name lands on the wheel for temple. So I have one of two choices. I'm not allowed to talk to my tribe for 24 hours. Not even like, so I don't get a chance to get to meet anybody else. So whatever people think of me, that's whatever other tribe members think of me, I'm going to have a preconceived notion of who I am when I do meet these people, because I don't have an opportunity to present myself. So that kind of pisses me off. And if I take the chance and I do the challenge and I lose a vote. So there's 2 black strikes against me. So you might as well just make me first member of the jury, because I'm just not happy about it right now.
Arnie,
Yes.
welcome back.
Yay me.
All right, so you know the drill for the temple. You get to more so choose your fate for this, but keep in mind, like even if you choose not to go participate in the temple, you must stay in here for 24 hours. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I know it's all individual immunity right now, but if I lose my vote going into merge, I'm out. So I'm in a no-win situation, like zero. I'm in a no-win situation. So I don't know what I want to do. If I take the challenge and I lose the challenge, then I'm just 24 hours in solitary confinement with nothing. And I lose my vote. And everybody's gonna ask me, because everybody knows what Temple's about, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna tell them, yeah, I lost my vote. So because I've lost my vote, whoever was going to band with me, I'm no longer useful to them. If I win something and I get immunity, and I don't lose my vote, then I get both. And if I win immunity, that's something that I'm not telling anybody. I'm just gonna say I didn't do the challenge, because that's nobody's business if I have immunity right now. And I still get my vote, and nobody will know the difference. I'll just say it was a lonely 24 hours. So I don't know what to do. I know the mental, I didn't do that well. Physical, well, I'm not physical. Endurance, like I just don't know. I just don't know what to do.
I hope you guys are down. Are we taking shots?
Oh my god, yes.
Oh fuck! I need to go get a shot.
I have a ginger shot because
Shots?
I have COVID.
That's fine. That counts. I'm probably gonna drink water, honestly, but
I'm gonna need a minute to go pour a shot, but I'm happy.
I'll be right back with a ginger too.
It's now time for merge, and it's Yin Yang tribe right now, and everyone can come together. I get this opportunity to talk to people that I've just been looking at from afar, and I'm sitting in that call thinking, gosh, crucial moments are just being wasted with people just having shots.
Here we go.
I'm just like, stop. End this, your poor livers are just getting soaked in alcohol and toxins. But anyway.
no. All right, I gotta ask. I'll ask the tough questions. Why the fuck did you guys get rid of Vicky?
Right, how dare you guys?
It was such a hard decision, Like there was so much scrambling before that. I cannot imagine.
Vicky had organized a flip.
I knew
and
it.
it was really like.
So active.
They were just so hard that I'm just shocked that they were even an option to begin with.
She was a comp piece.
We were shocked, dude. We were shocked that Vicky got voted out.
Did they show up for anything or chat with y'all or anything?
No, I didn't talk to them once. They didn't show up for the tribal.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that Vicky was a real person.
We literally
they talked to me and showed me their parachute ball thing, and that was all. That was the last thing they said.
I had a conversation today about how Vicky was a bot, not a real person, and the producer.
They were America's vote. They were playing in America.
When we first found out that we were merging, I was a little bit unsure of kind of like where I stood with everybody. And that's because I had heard from Alex that the last challenge we had as a tribe before this, that Ian had maybe asked a few people how they felt about considering me for a vote.
Ian came to me yesterday and he kind of threw you under the bus.
But why? I don't see how he really would have had that planned out, but So I was kind of really excited that, you know, and hoping that we would be going into merge, because I don't know, I for sure like needed to talk to other people, especially people like Sheed and Marnie, who I have not gotten to talk to whatsoever. And then I was also really excited to get back with like my OG tribe and talk to Tavon, Chris, and Jake again. Jake was like, let's talk. So Jake was the first person that I had an actual like one-on-one talk in this merge.
I'm really happy us four all made the merge. That's for sure. How's it going with Gigi? Because that was a shit show. That was the most awkward phone call I've ever been on for everyone. Because like Carl's like asking questions that's like, why are you asking those questions in front of everyone? Just like fucking ask him one-on-one. And then like Gigi's like, fuck everybody, I'm drunk. And then it's just like, what is?
And then especially Jules.
Yeah, and then she was like, and you two too. But I don't know who she was talking to. She might have been talking to me. I don't fucking know.
Oh,
I think she's mad at me. I don't really know or care.
I don't know. It's been so crazy, and and I've already heard there's been like all these phone calls, but like when I was over there, like out of everybody, like, yeah, I felt closest to Jake. Like, I mean, are y'all like pretty close too, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. We kind of been in back and forth, whatever, just been feeding each other information and whatnot. But he made it clear that, you know, he wanted to work with me, and we kind of just had like a thing, you know, like, yeah. I got your back as long as you got my back. So that's kind of like where like the thing went with me and also Tabong and Chris. Like we just had like a poor thing going on.
She sent me a long ass message, and then I talked with Chris, and I just got off with Tabong.
Okay.
And the first amount of knowledge I had going into these talks was what she'd sent me. And it's because I was pretty close with him and Amber before. We were like telling each other a lot of information. So that's why I was shocked that she went home unanimously. And so I messaged him and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And he sent me this big, huge, long thing. And at the end, he was like, Chris, Jacob, and Tabong are like this. Like all three of them were like this. And that's what he told me. And he was like, I had no choice, blah, blah, blah. And so that was my first knowledge going into the other talks that I had. And the way that these men were name dropping each other in a way to get me to either one, work with them, or two, think that they were not together. Like, it's so weird how they had such a similar story. And I was like, damn, y'all are good. I was like, this is kind of scary. And I was like, I guarantee everything I'm saying, they're gonna go into their little chat and be like, oh, everyone's saying this, like, let's compare notes, blah, 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 blah.
And then I'm kind of like, I need to talk to you because I need to like know straight from you how you stand with Tabong and Chris. Like, do you think you stand equally?
I want us four to continue what we were. 100%.
No, I mean, I get that, but do you think that you stand equally with them, or do you think that them two are closer than you are with them?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not worried about one of them flipping on me anytime soon.
I feel like I'm in a group with Sheed, and I trust Sheed, but I know that Marnie has lied to me before, so I don't necessarily believe that she doesn't have anything. But I do think she genuinely wants to work with me and Chris. I also do kind of believe that Sheed probably felt like he was backed into a corner. That said, I think Peyton does a lot of lying. And Peyton has probably definitely lied to Jules, and probably to Tabong.
Our good friend Marnie likes you. I
She
don't know.
does?
Marnie got a good vibe from you. I don't know
From me?
how you warmed Marnie's heart.
Oh, well, that's interesting to hear.
I mean, I feel like I was, at least this is what I was told.
and I'm not sure.
From her?
No. I'm gonna tell you what I was told. By Amber, Mani, and Sheed, and maybe I'm gonna use you to verify this information. Okay, Peyton?
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
So, this is they said that like there wasn't really. I mean, it makes sense though, because you guys never got to vote. They said that there was never really like any like strong bonds between people, you know?
Yeah, right.
And Mani did say that like she didn't have like any strong bonds with everyone. She was just going with vibe, and just based on the vibes, she just gave me potential people and how she felt about people. And she didn't say that like you guys were tight or like whatever. She just said that like you guys work together or anything. No. She just said the vibe she liked. That's all she said.
We did start vibing right before we swapped, and so we didn't really get a chance to. Once we got the initial icebreaker down and everything, like we didn't have that much time to really get to know each other. So I did get good vibes from her eventually. But Amber and Sheed were like this since day one, like since the beginning.
I don't know about that. I think
that's
that
what they were in OG Pink. They were inseparable in OG Pink.
Wow, that's interesting. That Sheed was not happy that like Amber was like projecting that idea to everyone else.
Oh, interesting. Well, they definitely were like this.
Mani did also feel like she thought that Sheed was closer to Amber than she was to both Amber and Sheed.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting.
That was the vibe.
Rainbow also too, because regardless, we're emerged, and I'm just trying to keep all my options open. I want to play with people that I know for a fact that's not going to vote me out. Yeah. So as long as you make sure that I got your back in it and whatnot, and I'm trying to play an open and honest game with you or whatever, I'm not going to target you, and I would just hope that you don't target me. Yeah. So it's like if I can just like keep like-minded people close, and be one cohesive unit and whatnot. I just think that if you have like the right people, going into this game, you can make it far.
Yeah.
So
and it's so important to have people behind you that you don't have to worry about. You can just trust, and then.
Exactly my point. Exactly, and I just one thing I just want to just make sure that my name isn't brought up into the conversation, because I'm trying to play like a good honest game with people, but I just don't want nobody to try to target me. So.
And like I said, like I don't know where I stand among anyone really, so I'm pretty afraid of this next vote and to see what's gonna happen. Like,
okay, me same here too. I think honestly, since like it's still just merged or whatever, so the first vote is just a little bit like tricky. So until there's like a number going for like people that is actually trying to work with each other or whatever, then we can try to figure out how many people we can actually come in terms with versus like another side of people that we could be completely up against or whatever, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So looking at a few close allies. I think my prime allies I could be potentially doing is something special with Tabong and maybe Alex, but that's if it happens or whatnot. If it doesn't happen, then I have to kind of like do like a plan B that involves Marnie, and it try to involve Peyton. If Peyton kind of like doesn't mention anything about that we're working together, because I really want to be Pink strong to the end. But if I can't be Pink strong to the end because people are throwing me underneath the bus and saying that we're as close as what we think, that's not how you play the game. You can't mention about anything that happened on our original tribe, because we're not going to make it far, because we want to get picked by one. And I don't understand how nobody doesn't get that.
Morning, Marnie.
Hello, Josh.
So I suppose you thought it over on what you would like to do?
I have. And I don't normally smoke on these things because it's a disgusting, dirty habit. Yeah, you know what? I took a long time to think about it, and I've thought every angle. I've thought every which way, sideways, down the road, up the road, to the first tribal. I've thought it all out. And here's my findings. if I take the crapshoot, I got 50-50 chance of getting an advantage and keeping my vote. I have a 50-50 chance of losing my vote and having nothing.
Okay.
If I take the challenge and I win, then I'm gonna have to go back, and because everybody knows what it's about, they're gonna ask me, do I have an advantage? If I tell somebody I have an advantage, what's the point in having an advantage? Because they're just gonna put you up anyways to make you use your advantage to flush it out. If I lose my vote, and I don't know, because I've been in exile at Temple, I don't know if it's 5 against 6, or if other people have gone to other people. I don't know where that stands. If it's still us 5 strong, they need my vote. Selfishly, do I want an advantage? Absolutely. Who wouldn't? Why have it if they're just going to flush it out of me? And if I tell them I don't have an advantage and I didn't take the challenge when I did, then when I do use my advantage, now I'm a liar. Now I can't be trusted. I'm in a no-win situation no matter what I do. Okay. If I don't take it, I'm shorting myself out of something that could potentially get me further in the game. If I do take it, if I don't take it, then I'm helping my tribe with a vote, which may or may not be viewed as valuable in 2 days from now. I don't know. I'm in a no-win situation. Bottom line is I'm not taking the challenge. My vote right now at the merge, my vote is more important right now at the first tribal at merge. That's how I feel. And you know it wasn't without deliberation, and you know it wasn't without tears and snotting and bawling and like, you know that.
All right.
So I've done every angle, and that's my decision. Is I'm not going to take the challenge. I'm going to keep my.
So you're locking in. You're backing out of the challenge.
I'm going to keep my vote.
Okay. You've officially backed out of your vote. Hello, Jacob.
Hello.
I give you prosperity and happiness.
Yes. Thank you.
Congratulations in discovering the Yin idol.
The Yin idol. Okay. That means there's a Yang. So I'm assuming if it's Yin, that means the Yang hasn't come out with yet, which is good, which means I have the first merge idol. You posted in the group chat the days count, and I automatically saw there was a bunch of Mandarin words after it. And so I grabbed my phone and I screenshotted it. And then with the new iPhones, you can take a picture and copy and paste text. So I copied all the Chinese text out and I put it in Google Translate and translated it from Chinese or Mandarin. Actually, it said Chinese original, but it's Mandarin to English. And it said or send prosperity and happiness to your confessional, and I did. And then I was given a 70 piece puzzle, and I put the puzzle together while on the call with everyone.
We were shocked, dude. We were shocked that Vicky got voted out.
Congratulations. Nullifies any vote cast against you at tribal council before the vote's read. If combined with the Yang idol, any votes cast against you do not count after the votes are read. So if I can get the Yang idol, it becomes a super idol. But as its own, it is one idol. Prosperity and happiness came out of it, man. I'm so happy right now.
Hello, Alex.
Hey, I'm excited. I never find anything.
I would like to give you prosperity and happiness.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say.
That's it?
There is an empty necklace. Hello, Christopher. I give you prosperity and happiness.
Okay.
There is an empty necklace. Welcome, Merge Yin Yang Tribe. All ready for your first individual immunity challenge.
No.
I'm hungry. I've been starving myself the whole day.
Okay.
I smoked a lot of weed. I got the munchies. I'm ready to go.
I'm actually hungry too. I'm not supposed to be eating this late, but I'm hungry, so bring it.
All right, well, individual immunity.
Oh yeah.
Up for grabs. So for tonight's challenge, I asked all of you to get yourself a list of grocery items because we are doing the annual food eating competition. So
Yay!
here is how the competition is going to work. We will go off into rounds. It will start off by going off with 2 teams of 5. The people in the 5 will go against each other. The top 3 will move on from both brackets. Then from that round forward, the top 6 will face off against each other. Then the round will go, one person gets knocked out for each round. Then once we get down to the top 2, last person left steady to finish off all of their food items will win individual immunity. So how the rounds are going to work is that the first round, I'm going to spin a wheel. I'm going to share the screen. The first 5 people showing up on screen will face off first. The top 3 will move on. Then we'll do the same thing with the other 5. They'll face off. Top 3 will move on, and then we will keep going and we'll keep progressing. How the food items will be selected will also be randomized for the wheel. The first round, we will only be combining 3 items. There will be 3 different items. They will not be the same items.
Only 3. Okay.
Only 3. Thanks so much.
All right. First matchup: Alex versus Carl versus Gigi versus Tabong versus Jules. First item. We have. It looks like. Slowing down.
Come on, soy
Soya
sauce.
sauce. Soya sauce is up first. Item number 2. Sweet and sour sauce. We're going soya sauce and sweet and sour sauce.
Or ketchup, yes.
Or ketchup, yes.
Or
last
mustard.
item.
Are these the 3 items for both brackets? Or are we going to have to do these 3 as well?
You can use the substitutes, yes.
Stop.
Lastly,
Stop.
Yes!
when you're done, tongue sticking out, everything cleared up. If I see something in there, you gotta put it down before you move on. We will be watching you. All right, here we go. For immunity, top 3 moving on. 3, 2, 1, eat. Carl moving on right out of the gate. Jules moving out. We got one more. Tabong. That's it. Alex, Gigi, both of you out.
Good.
That's up.
Okay, all 5 of you go off. Next 5, come on.
Good job, guys.
Good job.
Thank you.
What the fuck just happened?
Let me make this fair for all of you because some of you already prepared the items. I'm going to make you all do the same items that the last group did. Show an empty mouth when you're done. Top 3 moving on. 3, 2, 1, eat. Jacob's moving on. Payne's moving on. Ian's moving on. Oh, close. Ian. Ian's moving on. Marnie, split second. Late.
Ah, damn it.
So close. Christopher and Marnie are out. So now the rest of the rounds are going to come forward as the last person to not finish their meal is out of the challenge. So now we're going to move up the ante a little bit. We're going to move up to 5 items now. 5 items. First item.
That was rough, you guys.
We have fortune / hard cookies.
No.
Scrambled eggs. We got some. We got some
bro.
cookies on here. Excited. Cooked chicken breast. More like a brunch.
Oh my god, no.
Oh, yes.
No. Oh.
Everyone's ready. Tabong has decided to bow out because they don't have all the items needed, which means last person to finish is out. 3, 2, 1, eat.
Bro, what the?
Wait, Jacob, no.
Water? You never said no water. You never said no water.
Okay, I'll let it happen this round. Just keep going. Sorry.
Don't touch it anymore.
So nobody can, or we
Ah!
Okay, Jules, moving on.
I don't know how.
How could you have a chicken already?
I can't do it.
Carl's good.
This is so hard.
Oh,
Jacob.
no.
Oh, Jacob, almost there. Ian and Jacob struggling.
I literally can't.
How do you guys have a chicken already?
I
Getting
feel like I got
close.
it on my face.
Oh my god, mute, please.
Jacob's done. That's it.
I'm trying.
We're down to Peyton versus Ian.
Fuck you, Ian.
You can have this, bro.
Well, I have this cookie left and I'm done, so.
I can tell you, I still had so much chicken. What the fuck? You guys are monsters.
I'm gonna go rinse my cup now.
It takes me forever to just eat a cookie.
You ruined chicken nuggets for me.
Good work, Peyton. Keep it up, buddy.
I don't even know why I'm finishing. I'm not gonna win the next one either.
If Ian's bowing out, do we have to sit here and watch Peyton eat a cookie?
Hey,
Or can we agree that?
Well, challenge is not over until someone finishes.
I'll keep working, but like, this sucks, guys.
Hey, no.
It's salty applesauce.
Payne's moving on. Okay. Ian, you're out.
Good thing I made all that pasta.
Okay. So, I apologize if I wasn't clear on this or if I did not explain this earlier. But from this point forward, only drink after you finish your meal.
I have to go wash this. Puking almost made me puke. Like,
We're going to 6 items. First up, we have carrots.
Cookies.
Or cookies.
No.
What is
Celery sticks.
You motherfucker.
Soy sauce.
Oh, yes, salsa again. We have 1 item left.
Oh my fucking god.
Literally.
I hope it's
Cooked chicken breast.
Not chicken breast.
Chicken breast.
1, eat.
Oh my god. There's no way.
Oh!
Carl and Jules are going at it.
But it takes me forever to do one thing.
Everyone's still in it. Everyone still has a shot. Jules is done. Jules is moving on.
Oh, wow. I don't understand how you're doing that.
Just literally swallow it whole.
You think I'd have practice doing that, but I really don't.
Oh,
The one thing that was really hard was the carrots, like crunch them.
Clear tongue. There you go. Carl's good. Carl's moving on. One more spot, Jacob.
I don't give a shit. At this point, I'm just eating chicken nuggets for leisure because Jules gonna whoop my ass next time.
Oh my god, I'm almost done. I really just, there's no point for me to go to the next round anyway.
Exactly, right? Why would I want to go to the next round?
Well, I needed to eat something today, so. How do you eat a cookie that fast, please?
I crunched it up.
Jacob's moving
remember
on.
like one.
Did I lose?
Yep. Payne, you're off. Turn your camera off.
Great job, though. Great.
Are going to have everything.
Oh my god.
Now, the main difference, though, is that the very last round is going to have double the amount. Okay, top two moving on. 3, 2, 1, eat. Carl chowing down fast.
My fucking god.
Oh,
Carl moving on. One more spot.
Oh, good job.
Jacob got it. Jules.
God damn it, Jacob. Oh, I wanted to go against the Crescent.
All right. For immunity and a guaranteed spot in the top 10. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, eat.
Let's go, boys.
Go get it, guys.
Insane, literally insane. I cannot even.
This is close.
I'm looking at cucumbers watching this. Oh my god.
Carl wins individual immunity.
Good job.
Congrats, Carl.
You killed it.
Oh my god.
Guaranteed a spot in the top 10.
He deserved it.
Oh, dude.
Good
Fucking
job.
monster.
Man, that was nice job.
Carl, congratulations. Individual immunity is yours.
You killed that, Carl. Congrats.
Hey, good job to everybody that just did that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, Carl. So one more thing for you, because you won individual immunity and you're now in the merge portion of the game. You may select one person that is not yourself in this game to go straight to the temple.
I'll go.
You may feel free to talk amongst your tribe mates, but
No, I don't need to talk. I'm listening Alex.
Carl is sending Alex to the temple.
Thank
Okay.
God.
Hey, sounds good. Alex.
I went out of screen just to make sure I was invisible.
Wish me luck.
And Jacob's taking his shirt off.
Oh.
Jacob, are you good?
Good is a relative term. I'm alive. That's what I can say.
Okay, so Alex, please stay around for your trip to the temple. Everyone else, head back to camp. Where
Have
after
fun, Alex.
Thank you.
Nice job, everybody.
Don't take my room.
Yeah.
So you have been chosen by Carl to go to the temple. How do you feel about that?
I knew if he won, he was gonna send me. We talked about it before.
Okay, so now you have a big decision to make. You may decide if you want to risk your vote or not for a power or an idol in the game. If you do decide to risk your vote for a power or an idol in the game, you will compete in a challenge against one of our past Survivor Pandemic alumni players, where you get to choose into one of the following 4 elements. You have the fire element, which represents the physical challenge. You have a water element, which represents a mental competition. You have an earth challenge, which represents an endurance competition. And And then you have an air challenge, which represents a puzzle challenge. I'll give you some time to think it over to yourself if you want to risk your vote for a chance to compete in a challenge. And keep in mind, if you end up losing the challenge, you will not have a vote at the upcoming tribal council.
I kind of want to play, but I'm gonna decide to keep my vote and not risk it.
So you're back at the challenge?
Correct, yeah.
All right, Alex, works for me. You can feel free to head back to camp.
When I went to the temple, I had a choice to risk my vote or based on different competitions. But I decided not to risk my vote for a couple different reasons. One, I know in general I'm not that good at competitions, so it seemed like a risk. And two, I mean I think I'm in a good spot for tribal, but my vote is power in this game. So the only power you get in this game really is your vote, so I can't risk losing that.
Girl, you best not be getting me on here to tell me I didn't win anything.
I give you prosperity and happiness. There is an empty necklace.
No. To God, if Chris fucking found it, I shouldn't have fucking said anything to him. Chris's bubble is not dropped, so he's working on it with someone else. How else would he have seen it? I didn't send him anything. He got off call with me, went into his alliance chat, and they all fucking got it together. I should have not have said anything. I should have just done it on my own. I probably just handed a fucking alliance a fucking idol. Ugh. Finished it before, named semi-funny Jake. Oh my God, it fucking is Jake. Holy fucking shit. What a fucking idiot. Oh my God, what a fucking idiot. Why would you clear your username? Let me make sure mine's not up there. Yeah, I'm logged out. Oh my God, Josh. This is fucking everything right now. I don't know what to do. I gotta fucking call people. Oh my God.
And I talked to Ian today, and I talked to Jules today. And you know what? It's funny. Guess who I haven't spoken to today?
Jacob.
Continue.
Chris.
Continue.
Tabong.
Continue.
Gigi.
Continue.
Sheen. And those bitches are all voting for me, aren't they?
I don't know. I haven't talked to them. I haven't talked to them because you know why? I'll tell you, Peyton, why. And I'm.
Because they think they have the votes to get me out.
Well, no, because they think that I'm just going to do their bidding. They don't need to include me in anything because my voice doesn't matter, my opinion doesn't matter, and I'm going to do what they say because all I am is a number to them, and as soon as they don't need that number, I'm expendable. I propose the six of us solidify something, we work together.
We have to tonight or I'm going to be fucked.
Hey, no, listen, Peyton, we need to do this. If the six of us can solidify a solid six, and work together cohesively as six, we're safe from 5 tribal councils.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to 6, then we play an individual game.
Well, when we get to 6, I feel like me, you, and Jules just fuck everyone else up.
At 6, we play an individual game, but that saves us, all of us 6. And you know what? If I do this, which I'm not when I do this tonight and I vote out Chris, I'm going to be their number 1 target.
Yeah. It just pisses me off that Chris So Chris,
I need you 5 to protect me moving
and
forward.
Lord, you know that I will.
Yeah.
When
And you know what?
I talked to Chris when we merged, and he said he would never vote for me. He would have my back. He gets really good vibes for me. He really likes me. Blah 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 blah. What a fucking liar! What's the point of doing that?
But I would definitely like to work with you. I just don't want to be like, oh, I'm working with Jake now, and then kind of give up any power I have. But at the same time, I don't really trust anyone. I trust Cole's not going to vote me out.
I don't trust Carl's not going to vote me out. But I haven't talked to Carl yet.
Because he blindsided you in the other game?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I'll tell you what though, I've seen Carl play. Carl's very loyal to the people that he's loyal to. And I'm sure you're one of those people right now. You know what I mean? Of course you are. I mean, that's pretty clear. You know what I mean?
We 4 votes.
So like, I don't have anything out for Carl. I don't want to vote Carl out right now. I like Carl and I'm definitely willing to work with Carl, but I need to talk to Carl. You know what I mean?
And also, I'm not going to vote him in this game. If he eventually gets voted off, I don't know if it'd be the worst thing for me. But like I said, I don't
want Carl to get voted off anytime soon. I'll tell you that right now. You know what I mean? I like Carl. I need Carl to not come for me vote 1 to prove. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to vote with you and Carl vote 1. Because I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit concerned about both you and Carl, because the last time I tried to work with both you and Carl, vote 1 you guys came for me. So I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying, and that's not me saying I won't work with you, but that's me saying, you know, this game is about trust and establishing trust, and every game is a new game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And like, I would love to start a new game, and I think in order to start a new game properly here, we got to vote together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I would love to vote with you and Carl. And I'll tell you what, I don't think there is a leader. I'm definitely not the fucking leader. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I play my game might have been great, but right here, I don't feel like I feel like a little fish in a big pond. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not. I don't know.
Do you trust Chris and Tabang?
Vaguely. I like him. You know what I mean? But like,
we
haven't really been to any votes. We haven't been to any votes where we really needed to trust each other.
Yeah.
All of the votes have been easy.
Yeah. This is what understood. What do you think about either Gigi or Jules?
I'll tell you, Jules Gigi can be a loose cannon. I'll tell you, like, we all saw how she was acting on that call today.
Yeah. She's also,
you know what I mean?
So there's been multiple times I've tried to have like video calls with her, and she says she's down, and then it never actually happens. She just disappears.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
Gigi
I feel comfortable trusting her, like just trusting for her to be there.
Gigi can be a loose cannon, which is that's my concern about Gigi.
And what about Jules?
I like Jules. I like, you said you were working with Jules, right? Because I like Jules. I could definitely see myself working with Jules.
Yeah,
100%.
Like I was working with her originally, but she flipped the vote last vote. But I do feel like I could work with her again.
Yeah, they're really cool. Like I think they're cool people, good people.
I mean, they're a dangerous player, I think, for sure. And Jake is someone that like I consider a friend. Like we've made plans to hang out in Vegas. We play fantasy football together, and he pitches me on this idea of a 4 with me, Cole, Jules, and him. But I mean, tell me why he's lying to my face. Like, Jules told me the conversations they had late night. They told me that they had me on their elimination order after Ian Payton.
What a fucking shit show. I was waiting. Originally, I was like, I'm just gonna tell Jules. but I never had a call with you. And then I was like, I should tell the 4. And it just hit me. You know what I mean? What a fucking shit show.
So do people just like, you think people know, right? Because they've seen that.
Okay, so, I mean, I told Alex. I got on a call with Peyton, and I think I played it off very well.
What did Peyton say? Because like I haven't talked to him today.
I got on a call with Peyton, and the very first thing I said was, I was just talking to about how fucking stupid it is that my name came up. Like seriously? So
Wait, what did you say about that though?
Which like, well, I don't know where my name did. My name didn't come up. You know what I mean? So like, it must be something with your computer. You know what I mean? But
oh please, come on.
So that's how I opened with Peyton, which I think was a good move. You know what I mean? Because then Peyton goes, yeah, I saw your name. And I go, I'm not going to pretend like you didn't see my fucking name. Now everybody thinks I have a fucking idol. You know what I mean? And Peyton was like, I was going to ask you about it. And I was like, no, my fucking name came up and now everybody in the game thinks I have a fucking idol. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know.
Wait, but did he say something about like, well, your name was the only name that came up and I did it and my name's not there. So like.
So Peyton was like, so I told him, I was like, I think it's because I have an account and I just stay logged in. So like, because I stay logged in, my name came up and like, it just kind of screwed me over. But everybody else was a guest. So like, if you finish as a guest, your name doesn't come up. So everybody and their mother in this game thinks I have an idol right now. Last night, I luckily told the 4. Because if I wouldn't have told the 4, they would have known. Because unbeknownst to me, my name was on the leaderboard. And after that, I told Alex and used it to pull him in. I told Carl and used it to pull him closer. And I just told Sheed and use it to pull him closer. Now I'm in this weird predicament where Peyton is going around telling everyone I have an idol. And I do. So, is it a better move to pretend like I don't, or just to lean into the fact that I have an idol?
From like the conversation I've had like last night and well, I've only talked to one person today, and today, it sounds like basically like the house is split to where one side is voting potentially Jake and the other side is potentially voting Peyton. So like I'll just like be straight honest with you. Jake, Chris, and Tabong are like trying to pull me in over there, and I know that they like have they talked to you because I know they're trying to do the same with you.
Chris asked me to have a conversation with him, and I haven't yet because like and Alex just actually asked me if I talked, and I haven't Zoomed with Alex yet, but I kind of wanted to talk to you first before I talk to anybody else. So my dinner has been going on for probably an hour and a half, right? Because I was waiting for you, right? Because I didn't really. I don't think I really don't think Jake's a smart move right now.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Pretty much everybody knows that Jake has an idol right now. Good, I sent this link to Ian and Marnie, so they should be joining us soon. But yeah, basically like we're all literally this works for everybody to help everyone in this 6 that like is coming. It helps everyone.
And what exactly are we doing?
We're gonna vote out you. No, just kidding.
I feel like I'm leaving the whole day. I was like, I just felt like I was going home.
Did the challenge last night. Peyton and I got on a call, and Peyton was just so worried. Like he's just like straight up, I'm going home. And I was like, well, let's see what we can do about that. Okay, Jake's got that idol.
Yeah, but she lied to me, bold-faced.
Yeah, and he thinks that like you bought the shit out of it. Like he thinks you are just sold.
These people think I'm a fucking idiot. so fucking funny.
I was running scenarios and just kind of writing things down. And I was like, like I have a plan. And yes, like this helps Peyton, but also the main reason I even came up with this plan is to help myself. What we need to do is vote.
Okay.
Jake's not gonna play that idol like
You don't think so? Someone told me it was super. What the fuck does that mean?
No, it can be. It can be because it's called a yin idol, and if he finds the yang, he's got a super idol. Or if someone else finds it, they can put their idols together and use it on either or maybe even someone else. But if he were to find the next one.
So if you were to combine it, like it only makes one super idol. So if I had the yin idol, whatever the hell it's called,
you would have to give it to an
combined it with Jake, it would make one super idol. But who would be in possession of the super idol?
Whoever
That's the thing, yeah.
Their piece, I guess.
Like I'm kind of sitting in the middle right now to where I could go with Jake, Chris Bong, and whoever else they're working with. I could do that. They're also like they were trying to pull in Carl and Alex and Marnie. But you know, it sounded like that trio was not too sure if they could 100% trust Marnie and then 100% trust Carl and also Sheed. Like they were just kind of straight up like we really don't know if we could trust Sheed. And the thing is, for my game, I could see me going with that plan and sticking to that, but at the same time, that trio's tight, and at the end of the day, I'm their fourth at best. So I don't really see my game. I see it like a dead end, or I could get something together.
What's that mean?
Welcome, Yin and Yang merged tribe to your first tribal council as individuals. So first order of Sheed, why the thumbs down?
Nobody wants to be at tribal. Like, just cancel the tribal and just move on to the next episode. No tribal tonight.
Can we restart the round?
No. I like the way it played out.
As long as that means I don't have to eat.
Okay, so first order of business, Carl, you won individual immunity in the food eating competitions. How's it feel knowing that you're guaranteed one more spot in this game for top 10?
Down, please.
I'd be lying if I didn't say it feels good. I don't know if eating food faster than anybody considers me a challenge beast or just an absolute like pig. I don't know what it means. But I'm super glad that it happened. You know, I came from a tribe that got absolutely freaking decimated. And the fact that I'm safe tonight and eligible, you know, not to get voted out tonight makes me feel good. I'm just super happy to be here and super happy I'm not the merge group. All hell.
All right. So, Alex, when Carl won individual immunity, he chose you to go to the temple. Good choice, bad choice? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I was happy to go because then there's no questions about who has what. But I felt like at this point in the game, it would have been idiotic to risk my vote. I think the vote's the only power we really have in this game.
Okay, so Jules, let's talk about after the immunity challenge. One person's safe. You have 10 people trying to figure out who was going to be the merge boot and the first member of the jury. What was camp like when you all got back to camp?
I mean, I guess it was about the same as normal. I mean, I don't really, it wasn't quite any different than any other time. I don't know what you want me to say. It was just people got on calls, and that's been how before every travel's been. So I didn't really feel like it was any different, besides Carl bragging about winning his immunity.
Oh, wait a minute. There was no bragging.
Okay, so Marty, when the merge began, 2 tribes formed into 1. You were the only one that wasn't in the tribe chat for the first 24 hours. How did you manage to get yourself back into the swing of things? Was it hard? Was it easy? How'd you feel?
Oh my God, Josh, that's quite a loaded question. You know what? I felt very vulnerable going back in. To sum it up, I felt vulnerable to go back in. Everybody was all chitty chatty the first night, and then it just seemed like everything died off. Nobody really has. So I don't know. I don't feel like I feel like there is a place for me, and I need to. I need to get in that groove.
All right. So Peyton, as the 2 tribes merged, you see yourself originally with the tribe dynamics. With the swap tribe, you have 5 swap Zhuye members and 6 swap Huangxi members. But then you also got to look at the other side of the dynamics. You have 4 original Zhuye members, 2 Ming members, and then once again for the LG tribe, 5 Huangxi members. Do tribe dynamics come into play, or is it just 11 people going into one boat?
I think I was hoping it would matter a little bit, but I don't think it is. I think sometimes the length people go to lie is absolutely disgusting to me in this game. So honestly, the fact that some people can't just be straight the fuck up with me is absolutely gross. So I don't know what exactly was gonna happen, but you can vote someone out without being a disgusting loser about it. So just letting you know my opinion.
Wait, hold on. So Peyton, you mentioned about people lying to your face.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate more about that?
Yeah, people are like, you wanna call, you wanna call, and then finally when I'm done working, it's silence. No one says anything to me. Or they tell me they would never vote for me, and then they vote for me. So maybe it's just my karma for voting out Nikki, I don't know, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm not really sure exactly what's gonna happen, but if what I think is gonna happen happens, I'm just disappointed at the lengths people went to lie instead of just play the game like it should be played.
Okay, interesting. So Ian, interesting take. Obviously some people, obviously with the term of Survivor, the whole aspect is to outwit, outplay, outlast. Sometimes you might need to lie in games to get yourself further. How do you manage that without burning people over in a game like this when you still need to get their votes at the end? Because jury starts tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely a fine line for sure. I think you have to realize at some point you are either going to lie or you are either going to get lied to. It's just the nature of the game. It could be here at Final 11. It could be down at Final 4. At some point you are going to tell somebody you are with them when you actually aren't. And I think it's just something that, some people wait until the last minute to do it. Some people do it right from the jump, you know, but at some point, everybody is going to have to say something that they don't 100% mean.
Can I bounce off of that really quick? I think sometimes if you deliberately are lying this early into a game, you're choosing that route to take. You're choosing the villain route. You're choosing the lion route. Of course, you have to lie and deceive when you're at Final 4 or 5. Like, there's going to be promises maybe you made in the beginning, but deliberately lying to someone on a merge, like the very first fucking merge vote, is not necessary, especially when I haven't even like been voting with any of you guys. Like, I've voted one time. There's no sense to lie to me about it when I have never been to the temple and we know who has the Chinese shit from last night. What's the point of lying to me?
Sorry, just speaking
Wait,
of.
hold on, time out. What the hell are we talking about? Chinese shit. What's Chinese shit?
He's talking. We know what he's talking about.
Okay.
Like everybody. I mean, like, look. I haven't been out here trying to lie to a bunch of people, and you know, if I really haven't, and if I have an idol, I have an idol. Like, it's not my fault that the fucking thing shows my name. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to backstab a bunch of people and have a bunch of stuff. Like, you can just say it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta say.
You said I was talking to you. If the shoe fits, I didn't ever say your name, so
it's fine.
I mean, if you think if you feel the need to defend yourself, that means you think I'm talking about you.
Yeah, because I've heard that you were telling people that I probably had an idol. You know what I mean? And I'm just being real. I'm not trying to fight you right now. You know what I mean?
I didn't say you had an idol, but everyone else in the game says you do. So
okay.
I'm not trying to argue with you either. I'm just spitting the fact.
If everyone in the game says I have an idol, everyone in the game says I have an idol. I'm not.
Good. I hope you do. I hope it helps you later.
Okay.
Josh, can I add on?
Go ahead, Ian. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go on.
So, yeah, I don't think if you come into this game to try and lie and deceive, like, that's kind of scummy on you. I'm just I should clarify what I'm trying to say. I think, like, if you need to come in and realize at some point you are going to lie. So, for you, it's like personal. Like, I know, like, I come into this game knowing, hey, if somebody tells me something, I can't take it wholeheartedly, like, believe it 100%, like, no matter what. Like, you could be like my mom, my dad playing in the game with me, and I'm still not gonna 100% believe what you're gonna say, because that's just the nature of the game. Some people wait till the very end to lie. Some people do it off the jump. So I think it's just, you know, you personally need to set your standard, and, you know, if it doesn't meet your standard, well, good on you. But if what the person is saying, I've lost it. I've had a couple of drinks, but like, you got to realize that somebody's gonna lie to you eventually. If it's now, if it's later, like, I don't think there's I don't think there's any rules as to when lying is appropriate and when lying isn't. That's all I'm trying to say, I guess.
Okay, makes sense. So Christopher, cheers. Christopher, to bounce off to you. So, like, when you're playing an online game or just any survivor game in general, is it possible to play a honest, upfront game without burning any bridges, or at certain points you have to cut people that matters to you?
To be honest, I think that lies in this game are largely value neutral. I think that we're ultimately playing, you know, something that isn't that much different to like a game of Monopoly or a game of Risk. This is the game of Survivor, and lies that you make in this game that have to do with this game are not good or bad. They're just things that help you get further if they succeed. And so I don't really think there's any values either one way or the other. That's my answer.
Okay, so just a curious question for all of you. Raise your hand if you feel like you're the vote tonight. Tabong, Alex, and Jules, neither of you raised your hand. Tabong, why didn't you raise your hand?
I don't know why any of y'all raise your hand. You all know what the fuck's going on.
I didn't raise my hand because my answer to your question is no.
So you feel comfortable tonight?
Well, it's because all these people talked all day and no one talked to me, so clearly everyone knows what's going on.
Okay,
And
so
like the thing for me is that my experience is that the moment you do feel comfortable like that, it's I've never seen it turn out good, that if someone feels completely comfortable in a game. So every time we have tribal, like I'm always like, I don't know. I can only go off of what people tell me and where I think I might be in the game, but that can always be totally, I could be off in left field somewhere. Like I could think that I know what's going on, but you never truly know. And if you're ever truly comfortable going into a tribal, that's probably not a good thing. I've never seen it turn out a good thing, being complete, like coming in here and be like, oh, I know for 100% I'm not going home.
My gosh.
Anybody I've ever seen think that, it's not turned out good.
Jules just said it perfectly. Like I believe in science, Josh. And in the world of science, scientists agree that we know so little about the universe, you know? And how is science built? We build it on what we know. And as far as I'm only playing this game in the perspective of Tabang. And from what I know, from what Tabang has taken in, I don't think I'm the vote. So I can only play the game from what I know. And I'm not gonna say that I feel uncomfortable if from all the information that I know, which is just 1 out of 11% of the information that's out in this game, you know? So I'm just gonna play it from my own perspective and admit that it is limited information, but I'm just gonna go with the limited information because it's really all that I have.
okay. So Jacob, with a whole lot of people for the first vote of the for the first round of this game, what do you do to make sure that you are not the vote tonight?
I mean, I'm definitely concerned. Everyone in this game, like, that just happened. You know what I mean? I would lie if I said I wasn't concerned. That's why I put my hand up. You know what I mean? Like, after that, like, you know, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna, if you have something, you might play it. If you don't, you fucking don't. It's just like, I don't know. I hate the merge vote. I have said this to every single person I've talked to since the beginning of the game, not just today. My least favorite vote in a game is the merge vote. I absolutely fucking hate the merge vote. And that's where we're at.
You should just play your idol for me.
I might do.
Okay, so lastly, Gigi. So how big of a vote are we talking for tonight? Are we talking majority or a mess?
You're talking to me?
Yes.
Okay. For me, it's a complete mess because I'm so out of the loop. I've had a difficult time coordinating with the other castmates. Time to talk. I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody today. And I like I said, I feel so out of the loop. Like there's tea here just tonight that I was unaware of. I didn't know who went to the temple or that anybody went to the temple. I didn't know about any idols. I don't know about none of this. So I'm having to just go with my gut. And my gut's a whole mess. So.
Okay. All right, well, I'm good with questions on my end. If anybody has any final words, call somebody out or play a power in the game. Otherwise, we'll get right into it with the vote.
I think I talked enough already.
Okay. One at a time, I'll bring you each into the break room where you cast your vote on who you want to be the 8th person voted as Survivor Pendant of the Dynasty and the first member of our jury. It is time to vote.
Wait, a jury? Okay, good. I'm not that upset then.
Ian, you're up first.
Let's go. All right.
Voting you out today because you're simply on the path to me getting to the end of this game. I will be voting for Peyton.
You know what she's doing. This is evil. This is hard.
First of all, I heard some things said by this person that I didn't really appreciate. But also I think, like, I've already made one big move. Like, why not go for another? Came up with this plan last night. It not only helps my game, it helps my allies, and it helps get me a little further in this game.
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity item and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted off after the tribal council area immediately. All right, the votes. First vote. Peyton. One vote, Peyton. Alex. One vote, Peyton. One vote, Alex. Christopher. One vote, Peyton. One vote, Alex. One vote, Christopher. Ian. One vote, Peyton. One vote, Alex. One vote, Christopher. One vote, Ian. Peyton. That's 2 votes, Peyton. 1 vote, Alex. 1 vote, Christopher. 1 vote, Ian.
Sure, Carl, was that you, bitch?
Peyton. That is 3 votes, Peyton. 1 vote, Alex. 1 vote, Christopher.
Liar. Fuck y'all.
1 vote, Ian. Christopher. 3 votes, Peyton. 2 votes, Christopher. 1 vote, Alex. 1 vote, Ian. Christopher. That's 3 votes, Peyton. 3 votes, Christopher. 1 vote, Alex. 1 vote, Ian. Christopher. That's 4 votes, Christopher. 3 votes, Peyton. 1 vote, Alex. 1 vote, Ian. Eighth person voted as Survivor Pandemic Ming Dynasty, and the first member of our jury, Christopher. Christopher, that is
you guys
5.
totally got me.
That's a nice.
that
That's
was
a nice.
Good game, Chris.
Nice. Good game, guys. That was pretty good. It's honestly been really fun playing with all you guys. It's fucking killed me, but yeah, I love all you guys. I'm rooting for everyone.
Christopher, the Travis spoken. Time for you to go.
Bye. Have a good.
Good game.
Good game, Chris.
Well, I say with a vote like this, I suggest you guys head back to camp. Grab your stuff out on back. Good night.
All bitches thought.
Clearly, there was a lot more going on that we weren't able to see. I thought that if there was going to be a target on our side, that it was going to be me. I just guess I didn't think that we wouldn't have the numbers. I'm surprised, but I'm not that sad. I had a lot of fun, and win or lose, I'm still a winner to myself.